If I find my way home, yeah.
I'm simulating the eclipse.
Oh, I see, said the blind man. You were so still that I actually thought you froze up this time. That was how good you were. But anyway, yes, folks, Steve the robot is going to talk about the eclipse, and I'm going to join him because there were a few things I knew too. How cool is that? So let's wake up Steve the robot. Steve the robot, please wake up.
And that's
There
about
he
how
is.
long the eclipse is going to last.
Well, no, it lasts longer than that, but
8 minutes, I think, from the time of the
yeah.
beginning to the time it ends. From the time that the
So-
moon starts blocking. And depending on where you are will depend on how much of it you see. And it's a North American eclipse. Next
Yeah.
one's in October, I think.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, and then of course Steve gets a little bit freaky about size again. It's like, really, Steve, does size really matter? Apparently it does.
According to the NCAA women's basketball, they're talking 9 inches, baby.
Exactly. Which
Yeah.
I understand that. But the thing that I really liked about the show this time is Steve came up with all these things that we really should know, but really don't.
Yeah. And we should go outside at night, find the green comet.
Because
It's the mother of all dragons.
So watch the show, please.
If I find my way home, yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot, so stick around and enjoy. And tell your friends you watched a show hosted by a robot. I'm the robot. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a story of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, a live Twitch stream, and an evil robot.
Oh, I'm evil now because I'm mean to you?
No, because even Jeannie says it's scary, the one that you're wearing now. So that's the evil one.
Okay. Well, I'm wearing this because of the solar eclipse. But we're
The
going to talk
solar eclipse.
We're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today.
Yep. But first, go down here. See where I'm pointing? Down here, and where Steve's pointing over there. You have to click on that. Or, subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff, because we need it.
Yeah, it'll get us to other people.
People.
So if you like somebody, send them our link. And if you don't like somebody, don't like us,
Send them twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So today is the 7th of April, 4/7, and
It
tomorrow,
is.
4/8, is going to be the North American eclipse for this year.
Yay.
But unfortunately, I will not have as good a view as you or Jeannie will. You guys will have a great view. I have some graphics on that, but all my pictures and everything today have to do with the eclipse. So, it changed. It changed. Why did it
Oh, look
change?
at that. Now you're doing it's.
Where'd my
Yeah.
phone? It's changing. Why is it changing? Hello?
I don't know. Now you got the scary clown face.
It's changing. Why did it change? Uh-oh.
Spaghettios.
Back to that. That's weird. Must have pushed the
Okay. Musta.
button. Must have.
Yeah, not mustud, but musta.
But this is what you're seeing right now?
No, it's all done. This was just one of those long, drawn out, steady rains. No severe anything. But we've had so much rain. I think we've had like 7 inches of rain already in the past 2 weeks, which is a lot of freaking rain. So there's water everywhere.
Bummers.
Bumbus.
So
Bumbus.
look at
And the
those
Fox
pictures
the Fox
behind us.
River, of course, flooded all over the place too.
I've already alluded to mine. Mine is the eclipse.
Yes, Steve is
this
eclipsing the moon.
No, the sun. It's a solar eclipse tomorrow.
Yes, but today you're eclipsing the moon, aren't you?
That's the sun.
Oh, okay. You took a picture of the sun and it didn't blur everything out?
Well, you can't.
Yeah, your shoulder's still sort of blocking it, but yeah.
Well, so is the chair.
Yeah,
really
that came
can't
out
get
pretty
that.
good because usually if you try to take a picture of the sun, it does not come out.
You know why it came out?
You had a filter?
I waited until it got behind the cloud.
Ah, there you go.
Ah.
Clouds everywhere. There's clouds
Bach.
covering up. Bach. I still remember that scene. Oh,
So,
got to teach radar how to be cool.
So yeah.
So.
So why are you wearing a maid's bonnet or a baby bonnet?
Rubber baby buggy bumper. See, you got me doing that again. It's not that. It's not what it is, Steve.
It's not a maid's. It's not a maid's little frilly
No,
thing.
no. You
You don't
see
have
see
little cuffs
this?
on?
See
Yeah,
this?
it's a vase. It looks like a bottle of French whiskey or something.
That is a nice male turkey. Male turkey. See, gobble, 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 gobble. Got his
I don't
feathers up.
see white ones very often. Do you have a lot of white ones by you?
These are domestic. Most of your domestic turkeys are white.
Seriously?
Yep. Same with your domestic geese are white. The wildlife ones are darker colored. So like the ones that remember when I did the turkey mating season picture, those are all wild turkeys and they're all dark brown. And of course the Canadian geese are dark brown and black. Domestic are white. See, you learned something new today.
I did. So I went, okay. Well, where is the famous turkeys that get publicized every year?
Like the ones that get pardoned by the president?
Yeah. Look.
See, they're
Yeah.
white.
Yeah. See, pardoning of the national turkey at the White House.
Sure.
They're white. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I hereby pardon Liberty and Bell.
Liberty and Bell.
They love Honeycrisp apples, ice hockey, and the Mall in America. This is the 76th.
Wow. 76th anniversary of pardoning turkeys.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. That was last year, 2023. Crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So-
and they get much larger, obviously, than the wild ones do.
See how smart Scott is? He's so
Smart. I'm a fat smart.
He's so smart.
So, but yeah, that's the cool thing. We had 3 deer in our backyard because when the storm took down the arbor in the back for my grapes and kiwis, it bent the top pole again. So now the gate doesn't stay closed. So they were in the backyard going through the raspberry bush area, getting all the crab apples that were on the ground.
Really?
Funny. Yeah.
They just open the door, come on in because it doesn't lock.
Yep. Just walked right in.
Crazy.
So yeah.
That's weird.
Considering that we're considered rural, even though we're not rural. I mean, let's face it, the houses are all fairly close to each other, but it's not like, where you are, where you could shake hands with your neighbor through the windows.
Exactly. Second floor windows. You're like, can't have a bathroom window because you can look into it.
That's right. Well, you can still have one. You just have to,
Look
put a
into
curtain up or become an exhibitionist.
Wow. So where were you at that you took those pictures?
That is my chicken coop on my property that my renter rents from me.
And they have domestic turkeys?
Yes. And they're the ones with the mini goats and they're the ones with the chickens.
Are they using them for food source or just raising them? Like
Mostly
goats.
raising them.
Goats you can
Yeah.
milk.
Yes.
You don't necessarily eat goats. You can eat goats, but
Yes, you can. And actually, there is a delicacy in many countries. But
Greek.
yeah, they, of course, eat the eggs of,
Out of the goats?
Yes, Steve, goats lay eggs. Sure,
Wow.
they do.
We're learning all kinds of stuff. Next thing you tell me is turkeys fly.
I told you, actually, turkeys do fly. They just don't fly very well, so they don't go very high and they don't go very far.
Did you not see the WKRP in Cincinnati episode where they threw the turkeys out of the helicopter?
Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember that it did not go well.
Yeah, they don't fly.
Yeah,
They land
they land.
straight down.
Well, actually, they don't because trust me, they.
If you threw a turkey out of a helicopter,
That's another
it's
story,
not
but
gonna
that's
end well.
you do. Okay, have you've been in a helicopter? Have you not?
Okay, if you threw a turkey off of a 5-story building, it would not end well.
Well, it's okay. The turkeys do fly up and land on the chicken coop.
They jump.
No, they flap and get up. The wild ones fly right over our fence line.
They jump.
So yeah, I from what I understand, like 20 feet is considered a long distance. But yeah, they don't
Okay.
fly well.
So they eat the goat eggs, and then what else?
They eat the chicken eggs and the turkey eggs, and I don't think they have ducks though. I think they had ducks once, and they didn't care for the eggs. So
Yeah. Crazy.
and then of course they have a ginormous garden.
Do they really?
Sure,
What? Sure. I'm not there.
Hey,
I don't see it. I haven't seen
it's a
pictures.
farmette.
Sure.
Why wouldn't they?
Oh, is it a farmette? Is that what it's called?
It
A farmette?
is. It used to be a veal calf farm.
Used to be a what?
A veal calf farm.
Oh, veal calf. I thought you said veal cat.
Veal,
And I'm
ooh,
like-
veal cats.
And I'm
Ooh.
like,
We're
you
in the
are
wrong
definitely-
country for that.
You are definitely confusing me today with animals. You've got
Yeah,
goat
yeah.
eggs,
Well,
and now you got veal
You get
cats.
confused easily, Steve.
Yes, that's true. That does not compute. You know, you can
Uh-huh.
it's easy to confuse a robot. So
It's like talking to you know who, and she says, I don't know that right now.
who?
I'm not going to say it because then she'll start talking to me again.
Okay.
So what else do we got going on
Is Alexa in your room?
up in my studio? I have one up here also. Yes.
I got to bring my Echo up here and show you some of the problems I have with her because she's funny. She does not understand me at all. And the
Yeah, there's
stuff she
certain
comes up
questions.
with-
If you ask her, she comes up with weird answers. Right? Yeah.
Well, she tries to answer. That's the worst part. Like there's a financial real estate investor that has a podcast show. His name is Graham Stephan.
Okay.
And I try to ask, I go, but I changed mine from Alexa to Echo. And I
Okay.
go, Echo, please play the Graham Stephan podcast. And you should hear some of the stuff she comes up with. I've actually gotten a few times for her to do it now. And I go, remember that answer. And now she's getting better when I say Graham Stephan to actually get me to the show. But
Ooh,
try it.
I have to try that. Yeah.
Try it. Can
'Cause-
she hear you? And can we hear it?
Well, she'll hear me, but I don't think you'll hear it.
Okay.
Alexa, what's tonight's weather?
No. I barely hear her.
Yeah. Ooh, it's only going to be 43 tonight for a low. That's not bad.
Alexa, volume 10.
I'm wearing earbuds, remember?
Oh, no, you suck. Bless you.
Actually, I nibble more than anything, but yeah.
Okay. So we talked about my picture, talked about
Yep.
your picture.
Yep.
Before we
Now
get
it's time to
before we get back to my picture, inquiring minds want to know.
Okay.
Last week you were in a better mood, and they asked, did Scott get his castle back? And you informed me that the sieges only take place every other weekend.
Correct.
So
when you get a castle,
today-
you get it for 2 weeks.
So today would have been the first day for you to win the castle back.
Correct.
So
And no,
what
we
is the
did not.
answer?
We did not get our castle back. We did well.
You
But
got the well back?
remember
You got
how
the
I
castle well
told
back?
you?
If you get the castle well back and they don't have water, does that weaken them?
Oh, that would be funny if that would work. But no, none
Can
of
you-
that actually works in real life.
Can
or
you
in the
cast?
game.
Can you cast a spell on the water and make them all drunk and then take them over?
No, not one of
The
those
game
things that's
doesn't allow
available.
you to be creative like that.
No. Although I finally realized that there was a way I can get into the castle after trying and getting killed 6 times trying to get back in. I remember that the enemy was using a sneaky approach, and our clan was still not doing that because I don't know. So I just swam around the castle and came in the back way.
They spend money and cheat. So
Well, yes.
they cheat. They use all of the resources of the game to their disposal, which is not necessarily fair.
Me. The biggest problem is
No, okay. So when I say fair, I'm going to change the word.
okay.
Not necessarily equitable.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the game, they're not cheating.
At this point, no. The most of the cheats have been banned.
It's just the game allows it to not be equitable for both parties unless you want to pay to play.
Right. So don't get me wrong. We've got some pretty strong people in our group too that have put in money into the game, big money.
Yeah.
But as I told you when we lost it, it is easier to defend than it is to attack. The game is designed that way.
Are there any other groups that would come to help you?
Well, we have an alliance that we use other groups, yes.
Because they hate this group?
Yes, right. But again, they're not strong enough. I mean, I'm serious. The one guy, I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to be in trouble.
But you told me it's 1 billion points.
He had, more than that. It was 800 billion. Just a stupid, insane number. But the trick is he had 7 people attacking him at the same time, and we couldn't kill him. 7 people. And he just bloop, and you die.
So how do you kill someone like that?
You have to have
more people to attack him?
It's not only that. The strong people do their best to fight the strong people, right? The problem is when you're that strong, like for me, I die 1 shot and I'm dead. Although today I played a little smarter. I got hit 5 times before I died because I was doing the right stuff, but it's not always that easy because I had to focus on doing that. So, and these guys, this is what they do, right? They love PvP, and I do not care for it. I do it during the sieges because it is interesting to do during the siege. But these guys PvP every single day. So they've gotten really good at it. Remember how I told you I'm really good at chasing swords? That's because of what I do.
So you never told me.
I didn't tell you what.
How do you kill someone like that?
Well, I personally can't. There would be no way in hell because I almost die from the reflect damage because he's got so much gear on him. Okay.
Still not answering my question.
We are able to kill him when our tough guys go against their tough guys, and our support is able to keep our tough guys going. You know what support is? Healers and certain skill sets and stuff like that you can throw on them. The problem is when you're attacking, which is what we were doing, you're focused on your guy, which means their support team is killing our support team.
Right. So again, how do you overwhelm their support team, or do you just have to get a guy that's stronger than him? And then if you don't have that, you can't kill him.
Okay.
You haven't answered the question. There's got to be some kind of way. Pay $100,000.
Oh, that's definitely number one. That would, if you did that, you'd be able to take him on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's one possibility.
Yes.
That's the only way to do it.
It is not. But again, we were able to defend for a long time because when you're defending,
it's easier. I got you.
It's right. So,
you guys lost. Let me ask the question differently. How did you guys lose?
Because they have more. There's a certain class called a Ncaa seer.
They have more better.
Well,
they spent $100,000.
No, these guys didn't spend that kind of money. These are, as a matter of fact, the Ncaa seers are about my strength. The problem is if you make your skills and your gear just right, you can be invisible for all but 1 second out of 30 with that class.
Not to the ear.
Not to the ear?
Well, as you told me last time.
Oh, yes, right. If you are okay, so basically,
Okay, now I know why you don't play the game so well. I don't even play the game, and I know what is better than you. What is up
Well,
with that?
if like when I got killed the second time, or not the second, the last time when I finally got into the scrying room where I was able to hear what was going on, so that would have been perfect. But at that point, I wasn't defending; I was attacking. Or my clan's attacking.
Okay,
So
so
that-
why can't you become what they are, and then beat them?
I have
How-
not won the lottery yet.
Why can't you beat them like they
Oh,
beat
you mean become a seer like they are, that when be invisible for 29 out of 30 seconds straight?
Yeah.
Okay. Because seers don't do well in PvE, which is what I am into. You know the difference between PvP and PvE?
Well, player versus player and player
Correct.
versus everyone.
Correct. But everyone is technically not players. As you're going against the
Robots.
NPC. Well, yeah.
AIs.
Right. So that's what I do. I've got my gear set up for PvE, not PvP. So if
How
I
long
were
would it take you to get a good PvP guy?
well, it's not a matter of length. Technically, I could turn my gear into limited gear, which means I can do PvP much, much better. But it would cost
Much
me
more better.
Yeah, it would cost me probably $500 or $600 in real money, which you're not supposed to be using on the game, but that's how things work. In order to get the stuff I need to make my gear also PvP gear, not just PvE gear. You could either be PvP, PvE, or both.
And there's no way to do it without spending $500.
There is, which is what I'm doing. You just have to keep playing for years and keep saving your Adina until you make enough
for
Adina
years.
to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked.
That's
that
what I've been
question.
doing. I've been playing for 18 years. Yay! And now I'm like almost strong. I'm stronger than a lot of people. But when people I play with,
Oh, you're
I'm
coming against people who
in the
spend
bottom 10% for strength.
money. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so that should
It's the
answer
way it
that
works.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
How many people are still left listening to us?
Oh, actually, we have a pretty good group tonight.
Cool.
So, you know.
All right. So let's talk
Okay.
about the
Go ahead.
eclipse.
Eclipse. We
I found
like
a really
eclipses.
I found a cool page.
Okay.
So
Was it a boy
this
page
is
or a
from-
girl page?
this is from Time magazine.
Because time is on your side.
Check this out. Enter a location, right? So
Okay. 89183. Let me guess. That is the Las Vegas area zip code.
where do you see 89?
Well, you just made it go away because now you're putting Las Vegas, Nevada. It used to have a zip code in there. It was 85893. I don't know what zip code that is.
So
Oh,
look,
look,
it
there's the
shows-
Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Yeah, there's Las Vegas, New Mexico. See, so that's all I'm going to get.
Yep.
I'm going to get about a 48% coverage, and it looks like it's going to start around 10:30, and then from 10:30 to
1120 is your peak, right?
about noon. Yeah,
1230. 1030 to 1230. You've got something.
why can't I type today?
You've had trouble typing as long as I've known you. You type fast, but not very accurately.
They don't have a Delavan, Wisconsin.
It's DELAVAN. There it
There you
is.
go. So
See?
you look at you. You're going to do way better than me.
Yep.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how far you go.
That's what she said.
And then just a little farther south. Because the further south you go, the better off it is.
That
Look
is
at this.
correct.
Look at this one.
Yep. Jeannie's going to get something like 85, 90%.
Watch this. This is Southern Illinois.
Right.
Look at that.
Ooh.
They're almost 100%.
Yeah, like 98%.
That's crazy.
Where's New York yet?
I don't like New York gets as good as that.
Oh,
York
look
gets-
at this. Look at this. Look at
It's
this.
gonna be the other side. It's exposed.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the little dot on the map down
Right.
there
Yeah.
on the path. That's pretty cool, right?
You know what I'm thinking? Indianapolis might be a good one to check.
Is that one of the ones that goes over?
I'm just by looking in my brain, that's what I'm seeing. Indianapolis is probably pretty damn good. Oh, that's so good, Steve.
I don't know how to spell Indianapolis.
There it is. Nope, that's not it. Keep going.
I don't see it. I spell Indianapolis.
Try A now. No. INDIA. INDIA. And
You don't know how to spell it either.
no, I had it before, but INDIANAPLOS. Might be an E. INDIENAPOLS.
Indianapolis is what it is.
Yeah.
So
No,
there
it's-
was the spelling. I was going to get back to it.
That's terrible. I had it. I did. I knew what I was doing. Because it's Indianapolis.
No, it's Indiana. It's Indiana.
Polis.
Indiana. Polis. So,
That,
oh well,
that was like 100%.
that was close. Not exactly 100%, but it's pretty close.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. 99.5%.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So that was a cool website. And then they had this kids one, which I didn't think was as good. But I cannot believe the amount of pub that this is getting over
Oh, sure.
the lunar. But see there's your Dallas, Little Rock. It says Indianapolis.
Yep.
But it's not quite. But look, it shows you all different places. But it's like it's pretty cool, right? Las Vegas.
Yep.
Pretty cool, right?
It is.
Then Boise, Salt Lake. Look at Denver. Denver's pretty good. 72%.
Albuquerque's pretty good, too.
78. Then Minneapolis gets a 79. There's Milwaukee. That's where you're at, 90. Yeah, you're close to me. But
Yep.
yeah, you're pretty good. And there's Des Moines,
Des Moines.
94. Yeah, see, Indianapolis says totality.
Yeah.
Vincennes is better. Kansas City, St. Louis. St. Louis is going to be pretty good. Look at that. St. Louis
Yeah.
is going to be 98 to 99. Back in black, solar eclipse. Okay. So many places have logos.
It works for me.
Totality.
Totality big. Yes.
Little-
Little Rock.
Totally. Look at that. They have logos.
Yeah, they've been promoting this for tourism for
Austin's.
almost a year already.
That's a great logo, dude. No.
Yep.
Eclipse over Cleveland. Cleveland's totality. Wow, look at Erie. The ultimate sunblock.
See? Better than SPF 1000.
Some of them are pretty good. So you're supposed to wear green or red. So we'll see if that.
We
does.
talked about that last week, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear green.
I'm going to
then-
wear chartreuse.
April 8th will be the best. I like this one because now they're gonna make me subscribe. Never mind. Had all of them all at the same time. Everywhere, everything all at the same time.
I like it.
All right. So we talked about liquid death last week.
Yes, we
when,
did.
When the sun goes out, everybody's gonna go, it's it's a wizard, it's a warlock, I don't know. What is it? It's witchcraft. Yeah. that's what
Yes.
it is.
There's been a couple
It is
movies that have touched on that.
witchcraft. So
I
do
want-
you know what liquid death is?
Isn't that
I
the
mean-
makeup?
No, that's a drink. The makeup was elf. Eye, lips,
Right.
face.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So liquid death is a drink.
Okay.
They have mountain water, they have flavored sparkling water, they even have iced tea. Let's see if I can. I've not had it. I am curious now. They're doing new bottles because they moved a manufacturing plant here in the United States and or new cans. They're gonna do it. So you got like mountain water, kind of be expensive, right? You got all right. So mountain water just says mountain water, but liquid death they have lime. Notice it's severed limb.
Severed lime. Yep.
Liquid death, dead billionaire, iced tea
Okay.
and lemonade. Let's shop this part. Buy it on Amazon. It's always gonna be most expensive.
Squeeze to
Convicted
death.
melon. Can get it. Convicted melon. Grapefruit.
Yep.
Squeezed to death. Cherry obituary. Mango chainsaw. Okay, the mango chainsaw isn't as good as like bury it alive and convicted melon.
Yeah.
Those are good. Just out of
Kind
curiosity.
of like the names you put on your tombstones for Halloween decor.
Shop in store. No. So okay, so that's expensive. Mass Death Can cooler pack 9, but I don't know. I get a flash. Okay. But whatever. So they're back at it again. Now they have this. Want your severed head to win awards? Rulesel. REU. I saw this commercial.
And up next in the sporty group, we have the long-haired pompadour.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one all evening. I mean, have you ever seen a head like that?
Not severed so perfectly.
Not a lot of blood, surprisingly.
Please.
The judge is inviting them up. First, she'll examine the hindquarters. And now the mane.
Very nice.
Oh, the judge is just over the top. She loves it. If you want your head to win medals, use new Liquid Death and Ruzal Severed Head Pomade with a drop of Liquid Death mountain water in every tin. Get yours at liquiddeath.com/heads.
So did you
And up next in the
so did you catch that?
That it's kind of like a
It's got a drop of Liquid Death mountain water in each one. It's a hairstyling.
okay, yeah.
It's a clay, right? The clay
Yeah.
pomade infused with Liquid Death mountain infused. Water, natural ingredients such as argan oil and aloe. This formula provides a workable stronghold to create piercing rough. I know like some of the guys at work that have hair use this stuff to get this type of
Yes.
hairstyle. But
Uh-oh. Oh, there you go.
What?
It
What happened?
sounded like you lost vocals for a minute.
My voice cut out? Bummers.
It sounded like it, but maybe not.
But yeah, so how weird.
One-time purchase, only $22.95.
How much is the regular stuff?
Extreme hold.
That's that's how much it is.
$22.95. Yeah.
No, it's no extra. They didn't charge extra.
But you save a little bit of money if you go on their auto refill plan or whatever. they
Right.
call
Yeah,
it.
well, everybody does that. They want you to subscribe, and if they get 2 or 3,
Like
Yeah,
us, subscribe, like, and share. Yes.
yeah, we don't charge,
No, we don't.
but we will give you a discount if you subscribe.
Yes.
So
I think that's only fair.
So yeah, so I don't know what Liquid Death is doing. I I don't know if they got a new advertising agency or what's going on. But I just thought that was interesting.
Me 3.
Okay. Is it halftime or is it
Yes.
time to continue?
This is a good time.
Is it a good time?
It's a good time. It's a good time.
It's a good time for you to do our genuine positivity message.
Yes, and it's an easy one. It's short and sweet, like the way you like them.
Okay, go away. Send in Funguy
Bye.
The Entertainer. And start us with Funguy The Entertainer and our genuine positivity message.
Making time to be there for someone that needs a friend is not always easy. But since when is anything worth doing easy?
Okay.
Watching our show is about it.
Yeah,
That's easy. And it's definitely worth doing.
That's super easy.
But, it's kind of a rarity. So you should remember that. We make living life better.
Yeah.
And Steve is making that huge. Holy cow.
That mess you up?
No,
I
I've done
saw-
it already. So what difference does it
I
make?
saw your cursor was on there, so.
Oh, we're still on there? Yeah, I guess it was. Bloop. How's that? Is that more better?
What are you doing?
I'm moving my cursor away so you can't play with it.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Does size matter?
It does.
It does?
It
Is 48
certainly
inches?
does.
Is 48 inches enough for you?
It could be.
Should be.
Yeah, I didn't actually read this article yet. I had one of those weeks. It was supposed to be really easy, and it ended up not being really easy.
So Ford and Lincoln is coming out with new infotainment for the 2024 Lincoln Nautilus.
Okay. Now you
Check
got
out
me
the
intrigued.
size. Check out the size of this video screen. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Goes all the way across the top, not just the little screen here. But look at the screen, the whole dashboard.
Oh. Okay.
Well, let's see if
All right. Here's I'll tell you a problem that I personally am having
go ahead.
with the newer technology. I now have rear cameras on a lot of our vehicles, including the buses, because needless to say, sometimes it's very difficult to see behind you. However, because I have been driving over 2 million miles driving using mirrors, I keep using the damn mirrors. I got
Mirrors
a
are still the
camera
safest.
screen, and I'm like this instead of looking at the screen.
Look at that.
It's pretty cool.
I'm thinking that's going to cause more accidents. People looking. I mean, I know they put the main stuff in front of you, but still.
Well,
It's causing people look away.
I do see one advantage to where my monitors for the screens are, because my monitor for the screen is like theirs down there, right?
Right. So you're
And
like,
then you're
up in
looking
front of you.
down. When it's up here, your peripheral vision is still looking out.
right.
which is
That's
the
why it should
wrong
be a
word.
heads up display.
That's what
Should
I'm
be on the
waiting for.
windshield.
I am waiting
they
for
have
that to
those.
be. They do, but they're stupid expensive.
No, they have them in the Mazda CR 5s, 6s. They have them on some of those, but with the speed limit and stuff like that. But again, it's just distracted. But look at all the stuff you can do. Look where the buttons are. You're looking down. You're looking away.
Yeah, and it needs to be much more accurate voice controlled, because that's one of the problems I'm having is I'm trying to get it to do things, and then invariably I have to look away from the road and look at the screen and push buttons. Should not have to do that.
Well, that's why the Alexa thing, like, asking for
Yes.
certain stuff. And I got to bring it up here because it does not understand me at all. And it comes up with some great stuff. I mean, it is just all over the place.
Yeah.
I'll ask it a question and it's like, it's actually comical.
Well, Jay decided when he was up here during the week, he decided to have some fun. He goes, you know who, where's the best, oh crap, what are they called? Escort service, right?
Yeah.
And it says, yes, the closest one to you is like, in Madison, and they come by and escort you to classes and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
There's an
Not what he
escort
was
service
asking.
for that?
It's a legitimate escort service. It's for
what
literally
I'm saying.
escorting children to.
That's what I said.
It's
Yeah.
for high profile children, like bodyguard service is basically
Wow.
what it is. But that came up on Alexa. Oh, okay, it worked. It stopped.
Let's say echo.
Uh,
And it won't trigger anything in there. But look at that. Like, look at that screen. That's pretty cool. I
yep.
mean, it's got your map up there and your speed on it. I like the little thing here. It looked like where the Prindle used to be.
Right. You know what I
Before
like the best
display.
thing about it? It's got this cool cursor mode that the guy's controlling there. See it?
Oh,
The arrows
yeah,
moving
but
around.
but you could do it with buttons.
Never
There.
mind. Never mind. Went right over your head.
Look.
See, now that's cool. Yep. You can play games while you're driving.
Yeah, how you're driving. Well, they have the Atari you can drive like that. See, that's not good.
Oops, look, you got in an accident right away.
Yeah, but, I mean,
I wonder if those people know
on
they're in
body-
this
on body,
commercial.
you could change where the vents blow. See that?
Yep.
She's changing where the vents blow.
You know what the coolest thing is?
CD.
After you spend $60,000 on this vehicle, then 3 years
60?
later,
60?
I
Really?
was being nice. I know it's
Really?
probably stupid more than that. But then you take it to the shop because something went wrong with the electronic
60?
thing, and it's another 12 grand to fix it. Full LED multi-projector headlamps. Uh-oh.
Why is
Uh-oh.
it not typing?
I don't know. Here you go. See, there's the 89183 again. See?
Yeah, that's my zip code. That's
That's what I funked it was. Let us find it for you. Yay.
I just want to get the price really quick. Let's do the premiere.
Do, 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 do. What is this thing called? A Lincoln what?
I don't know. No.
Doesn't say.
Let's go through. How do you get the price?
Lincoln Blue Cruise Equip. Ooh, it has a jet appearance package.
Ah, you got to get that. I don't want them calling me.
Of course you don't.
It's a Nautilus.
Oh, it's a Nautilus, yeah. Get an internet price. There you go. Just put down what the average price is. Drive home a 2024 Nautilus.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're right. Look at that. The stripped down model is only $50,000.
Yep. And I said 60, so
Yeah, well, you're not getting out of there for less than 80.
there you go. Yeah, it's only $10,000 a year. At 60. So,
I think this is the first year they have it. So
yeah. But yeah, first time it goes wrong, you take it in the shop and they charge you 12 grand to fix the electronics.
Oh,
that
they do
went
have older
haywire.
ones. So
Really?
they
It
do
came
have
out in 2019?
Apparently.
Yeah, but probably not with that.
No, definitely not that
Package.
dashboard.
Yeah.
So what is the see cars for sale?
Ooh.
Yeah. Had the 22 for 52. 24 for 52. Okay, why would you buy?
Because it has the special equipment group on the.
That's not
older
bad.
unit.
That is a great price. Look at that.
Yeah. But that one, I'm sure, doesn't
Only
have anything on it.
61,000 miles. These vehicles must not drive very far. You've lost 50% of your value in 3 years, and you've only put 60,000 miles on a vehicle.
Yep.
Wow. That's not good at all.
You know,
At
one of
least I
the
don't
best,
think-
one of the best vehicles to buy to help maintain your resale value.
Toyota, Honda,
Subaru Forester, number 1.
Toyota, Honda. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-dee, whoop-dee, whoop-dee.
Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo for my
No,
Subaru. That's one of their
you-
commercials. You're a
Whoop-de-doo.
Subaru owner. You should know that.
I don't remember whoop-de-doo for my Subaru.
No?
No. I just know, ooh, ooh, Subaru. And they survived. One of the
Yeah.
best commercials they've got. It said it all right there. And we've seen an accident that was bad like that, and the people walked out of it. Those cars are insanely well built.
Susie hit an animal, right?
That just did damage.
It's a great day for my Datsun.
A triumph for my triumph.
A victory for my Volvo. From now on, you can Midas-size your
Oh, was this a Midas commercial?
Yep.
Famous guarantee we give American cars. It says if anything ever goes wrong, Midas will replace the muffler free as long as you own your car. Foreign car owners, now more than ever, it pays to Midas-size.
Whoop-de-doo for my Subaru.
There we go. I've never seen that one.
Never seen
Or
that
I don't
one.
remember it. I might have saw one because that looks
That was
like
a
it's
Midas commercial. It wasn't a Subaru commercial.
looks like an early 70s commercial. So,
What did it say? It said 78. Late.
oh, that's late 80s or late 70s.
Yeah.
78, really?
Yeah.
Usually the quality of the video. Oh, never mind. This was not the original. This is a copy of it. I was
Yep.
going to say the wasn't very good quality.
So I know you don't do sports. However, we're still in size, and size matters.
Okay,
And what do women say about size?
that their outfits are too small.
No, women
Too
say
short?
size don't matter. It's the motion in the ocean.
The motion
Well,
in the ocean.
apparently that's not right,
Yeah.
because is this still sharing? No.
No.
Check this out.
Okay, I'm checking.
You know
it
what's
out.
going
It's
on
not here
right
yet.
now? Like the NCAA March Madness. Do you know about that?
Yes, it's almost over. Thank goodness.
They put a woman's commercial up on top of it. That's funny. NCAA says 3-point line drawn 9 inches short at apex for Portland women's regional by court supplier. So the March Madness 3-point line was 9 inches short.
Okay.
And guess what that did to the scoring?
It made it worse
It
because
did. It made it worse.
Yep. they're on the money for the right. They literally practice shooting from a certain location.
Right, but
For
like
like-
visually, they go to the line and they shoot, and,
Yep.
and that's that feel. It
Yep.
dropped down anywhere from 7 to 10% worse 3-point shooting in the
Sure.
tournament.
It makes perfect sense.
So how crazy is that?
Yep.
they
I don't know if
actually-
you remember, I was running karaoke at Champ Sports Bar and Grill in Lake Geneva for many, many years. And they had both an indoor and an outdoor basketball thing with nets on the side so that you could do it indoors and the ball wouldn't go all over the place.
Right.
However, the distance is not the same. It wasn't like official from if you were on a court, right?
Right.
So everybody keeps hitting the backboard too hard because there's boom, 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 and then of course it would just bounce back and you keep missing. And it's fine if you played there long enough, then you went to a real court. You were always short. It was like
Yeah.
it's the way it is.
So at over the 5 games, they were 25.8% from the 3-point line, where teams' accuracy is normally 33.3% accuracy.
So how do they figure it out that there was a problem? People
They
were
finally
bitching,
measured
so-
it.
Oh,
The Wolfpack were there for 11 of 19 shooting threes, correctly measured the line in 2 games. That's crazy. But
somebody's in
apparently
trouble.
apparently they bring the courts out and they drill holes in the court and they use a string to do it, and it was measured wrong. That's pretty funny. Not crazy.
It is because I mean, they're supposed to be professionals, right? And I guarantee you, they didn't get paid $4 an hour.
Well, not for the court, they didn't get paid that, but yeah.
But
But
I mean,
thought that was crazy.
yeah.
9 inches, and nobody said, "God, coach, this feels weird. This doesn't feel right."
So what I'm curious about is, since last week I found out about arena ball, what would happen for the guys that play there all season, then they go to a regular field? Doesn't that screw them up? Or if you're from a regular field and you come to arena to play, it's got to be wacko.
It's still 10 yards.
Correct.
But remember the joke when the Bears built their practice facility? So the Chicago Bears built a new stadium and they built a new practice facility. The practice facility was only 80 yards long. And everybody goes, well, that's why the Bears can't score. They couldn't figure out they had to go a full 100 yards to score a touchdown.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a faster game. It's a rougher game because of the fact that you're slamming into the walls.
Yes, I noticed that.
I'd be flinching a lot more coming out of arena football.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just a tighter area. So, I mean, it makes you a little more skittish, I guess, because you're going to get whacked hard.
Yes, twice. First by the guy hitting you, and second by the wall when you hit it.
Right. And especially if they catch you up in the air, you get elevated. So they hit you and they flip you over the wall.
Yeah.
Because guess what? There's no padding on the other side of the wall. That's cement.
But there's people there. They soften the blow.
Not in the end zones, not down the aisles, not out the exits, not out the tunnels where the end zones are. I mean, straight off there's seats, but off on the corners, those are open to the tunnels. That's how they get in and out of
of course,
the stadium. So if you're thrown to the end of the end zone, if you're thrown to the corner of the end zone, hello.
Oh. So, all right. Yeah, I get it.
You like dragons, right?
I do. They're technically so cool.
Do you like the mother of dragons?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that she never taught her kids how to, blow out a candle.
So, the mother of dragons is a comet.
Oh, that mother dragons. Okay.
And it's going to be visible, which is kind of cool. And
but it's a rare green comet. Don't forget the important part.
It's coming up to but yeah. And I was figuring you could set up and take a look at this, because you should be able to get some pictures with this with your telescope.
Yeah, that actually looks
pretty cool. I mean, not terrible pictures. These are terrible pictures, but there it is.
June 2nd.
Oh, right over here. Comet 12P.
12P.
Brooks. But the best part about this, there's more pictures here. Right there. Look at that. So April 5th, which we're right in here, you can see it just between Aries and Taurus. April 25th, it'll be right at the bottom of Taurus. And then on May 15th, it'll be just below Orion. So if that's Orion, where the hell is his belt? Are those three the belt?
I thought it was on the cat.
I guess those three are the belt. What?
I thought it was on the cat. Orion's belt.
The galaxy.
The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
Yeah.
Not the comet. You got it.
Not the comet.
Yeah, because comet makes you vomit.
The galaxy. This is a comet, not the galaxy. So again, you're so funny.
But by the way, that Eclipse movie was Yankee in King Arthur's Court. That was the first movie with the Eclipse doing that.
That was the first movie?
Yes. It's been redone many times.
I will block out the, was it a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court?
Yes, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I got it up here.
That was the first?
Yep, in 1949. And then after that, obviously it was redone many, many times with I believe one of Mel Brooks' films had it in it. Then the black
medium.
comedian in the court, and yeah. So it's been redone many times, but the original one was Bing Crosby.
And King Arthur's Court. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool, all right.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's what I said. All right. I don't need to do that. All right. We're good. What else we got?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I was going to search something, but then when you asked me the question, I forgot what I was searching for. So that's me.
So you got to get your telescope set up and get a picture of this thing.
Yes. I have
It
to
looks
figure
pretty
out
cool.
how
I've got to
do
remember
that.
to go out and take a look at it. Use your sky maps on Google to find it.
Yeah.
But
Well, the first thing I have to do is figure out why my aiming device on my telescope is not accurate.
Because your GPS probably isn't set right.
I don't have that. It's not that sophisticated.
Well, then what do you mean the aiming device isn't accurate?
Okay. You got your main telescope, and then on top of the telescope is your aiming device. You're supposed to look through that because it is a broader look.
Okay. Well, it's not lined up. It's probably
Somehow it's wrong, right? But it shouldn't be.
Well, why should it be?
Because I installed it properly and it worked, and I haven't done anything to it. It's never been dropped or anything. It should be fine.
You've never moved it. You've never picked it up. You've never laid it down on its side. You've never put it in a box.
Once it's been on the tripod, it's never come off the tripod. I have moved it around the deck and brought it back in the house, but
right. So, do you think the cats might have jumped on it? And alignment?
I suppose it's possible, but
what do you mean? You suppose it's possible?
I suppose it's possible.
Options?
If they jumped on it, I'm sure it would knock it over, and it's never been knocked over.
How do you know? Have you seen them jump on it?
The cats picked it up? I don't think so.
Have you seen them jump on it? Have you seen the cats jump on it?
Never seen them jump on it.
Okay. How do you know if they knocked it over that Susie didn't pick it up and you didn't see it first?
Because Susie almost never goes in that room. And in the few times she's made comments like, you should get rid of that box or blah, 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 blah. She's never said, the cat's knocked over a thing. You should do something so the cats can't knock it over again. That's what she'd say if it was knocked over.
You're just getting yourself in trouble.
Nope. She's very, very polite about that. She keeps her screeching at a minimum.
Now you're definitely in trouble.
I waited till we were past the half-hour mark because, that's about as far as she makes it.
All right. So what's our next
She's going to call her up. All right, Susie, check out the 47-minute mark on this show. Thanks, Steve.
Should we do the next one or should we skip it?
Let's see. Ooh. Video robots?
Yeah. So they've got pitching machines that have gotten way better. Now there's a video screen of the pitcher. I guess we're going to do the story.
Okay, why not?
Video screen
I'm
of the
curious
pitcher.
about it.
Check this shit out. Before it even throws the ball, it's going to tell you where it's going to throw the ball.
Okay.
Right there. Going to throw it right there. You ready? And then the guy winds up and his hand passes across. They have a picture of it pitching. But it can throw knuckleballs, curveballs, sliders. There. And the guy finishes, and then when he does, the ball shoots out of there.
Sure.
What a way to train, huh?
Yep.
That's crazy. So robot pitchers. So we don't need robot umpires. We need robot
I'm just
pitchers.
curious how long it's going to take before somebody breaks 110 miles an hour.
How close are we? But they did. The college kid did, didn't he?
I don't know. That would be news to me. But then again, you know me with sports. It's not that I don't know anything, but I don't keep up on it. So all I know is I was the first one to break 80 miles an hour.
Oh, it was 106.
In our
106.
district.
At 106, this is the fastest ball thrown in history. 106.
Yay.
Bye, Scott. See you later.
There it goes. Sorry, I dropped it. I had to get it. Oh, okay.
What'd you drop?
I'm back. I'll show you.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Can you see it?
What is that, turd?
No.
Did you pick up a rabbit turd?
No. Oh yeah, it's green bag. Duh. It is wild berry
drop.
flavor.
It's literally a drop.
Yogurt drops. For
It's literally a
Ubers.
drop.
Yep.
They're
It is.
they're human candy, or
They're
made
for the bunny. They're for the bunny.
Well, I can't read the bag, so I don't know if it's made. I don't know if you're feeding them something that
Yeah.
you found.
No, drops
Like?
with wild berry flavor. Treat for pet rabbits.
Really?
Really?
And is that what you feed him?
He gets two of those every 2 weeks. Because they're really rich.
Every 2 weeks.
Yes.
You give
I
him-
give them one a week. It would be the same thing, but no, it's different.
Do you give them 2 at a time, or you give them one and you give them one just like random times?
Well,
Or is there a set time where you go?
he
"Here
just
it is,
got
here it is."
both of them. Okay, he got both of them, but first one, and he didn't get the second one until he finished the first one.
Oh, so you gave him 2.
Yes. All right. There he is. Say hi to Goobers. Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, I know. He's just the weirdest thing. He loves to be by you. When I brought my old recliner, when we bought the new recliners for the house, one of them was shot because the wood had broken, the springs were bad, but the other one was just dirty. So I brought it up here so I can sit in it, and he'll jump right up in my lap and sit there for a half an hour, no problem, because I can pet him while he's on my lap. But if I pick him up and put him in my lap here, he wants off immediately because I'm not reclined. Yeah, it's weird. If I lay on the floor, he'll come right up and nuzzle my face. But if I lean over, he runs away. Because I'm bigger than him at that point. When I'm down at his level, he likes it.
I like when
Things you
come
can
down
learn
to my
about
level, too.
bunnies. Yeah. Bunnies.
So speaking
right.
of coming down to my level,
Okay.
here's another article that I should have wrote, but I didn't. But it's just 34 pieces of general knowledge we should all know. And I want to see if you know these.
Yes, I know them all.
Okay. Low calorie foods don't mean healthy food.
Correct.
Vegan doesn't mean healthy fats aren't unhealthy.
Correct.
I don't know what that means. That doesn't make any sense at all. Your Google search does not trump my years of school and 40 years of medical practice.
Also true.
Okay. Alcohol is not a depressant. It's a stimulant. Did you know that?
Everything that I heard when I was sort of in the business was it's both depending on the person. Some people, it stimulates them. Other people, it
So you're saying that alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. That means that it is a drug that slows down brain activity. It can change your mood, behavior, and self-control. It can cause problems with memory and thinking clearly. Alcohol can also affect your coordination and physical control. So this is WebMD. So the question is, does my Google search beat this article? So it's stupid.
yes.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think this stuff is right. Like
I
think this stuff is wrong. Right?
I
The
think
words
it's not
virus,
researched
fungus, and
correctly.
bacteria aren't interchangeable. Yeah, we know that. Do not stop in the middle of the sidewalk to have a conversation, causing everyone to move around you. That's my favorite part when people are walking and they block the whole pathway.
Yes.
It's like, move over
Oh,
to this.
okay. I have to bring this up because you just said this. One of the things that absolutely baffles the snot out of me is when you're in a grocery store and you're in an aisle and you're walking down the aisle and there's two people stopped, one going one way, one going the other way, but they're blocking the whole freaking aisle. And you're like, excuse me. And they're like, oh, sorry. Really?
I didn't realize that we were blocking the whole aisle. Well, the world's not all about you.
Yeah.
Now, this one is not true. Yelling louder doesn't make you more correct.
No, it
That
just
one
makes
is
you
not-
louder.
Yelling louder does make you more correct.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm skipping some of these are stupid.
They're
Just
all
because you-
stupid, Steve.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Well, yeah,
That's
that's
tough.
why I could write. That's why I could write this.
Yes, you could have easily written this article.
Everything is a chemical.
Once I retire, I've decided I'm going to start doing stuff like that.
Oh, the essential in essential oils does not mean it's essential for human health.
Also true.
You can't catch a cold from walking outside with wet hair. You can't catch a cold from walking outside with wet hair.
Correct. However, if you're outside with wet hair long enough, you can get cold enough that your immune system gets weakened, but it's different. You still have to come across the cold germs from somewhere.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is funny because I actually lived this.
Okay.
The little stick on the left side of the steering column of every car is your turn signal. Push it up and it'll tell people around you that you are turning right. Push it down, it'll indicate left. When I was in high school, we had driver's education. And when we took driver's education, you actually got to get behind the wheel of a car and you would go out in groups of 2 or 3 and you would drive with the instructor in the passenger seat with a override brake, and they'd have to reach over and grab the steering wheel if they had to, but they had an override brake.
Our cars also had their own steering wheel too.
Oh, did they? Ours didn't.
Yep.
The girl I drove with, we were